You are listening to the Hello Sport Podcast.
Dude, I'm feeling fucking good today, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, bro?
Yeah, just look, I did train. That's not, like, that's, I'm sure that helps, like, endorphins-wise.
Can't hurt, mate.
It can't hurt.
It's not going to hurt you.
I tell you what's just...
You gelled your hair?
No.
Looks like you've gelled your hair.
It's wet. Just had a shower.
I was like, geez, you're going for a new look. Oh, he's feeling good.
I tell
Guy's
you what,
feeling real good.
You won't catch Daddy with gel in his hair.
Fuck off. You gel from time to time, you liar.
I wouldn't have put gel in my hair for fucking 20 years.
No product ever in there.
Unless you're at a hairdresser where they might wax something in.
So you've
But I haven't done it.
You've waxed up.
Well, I haven't been like, hey, can you gel my hair?
You haven't said no to it. You know what I'm saying?
They just put it in, dude. Sometimes they just put gel in your hair.
They always ask you.
You gel your hair.
When?
Fucking, what do you mean when? Your hair is sometimes gel because you get steel wool and you've got to try and mat that shit
The only
down.
time I've ever...
There you go. Here we go.
The only time I've ever waxed my hair was for my wedding.
Well, that was like last year, so...
Yeah, but that's a nice way. That's a nice time to do it. But you, at least I'm telling the truth. You're sitting here telling fucking
Mate,
fibs.
I'm not... Why do I need to put gel in my hair?
There right now.
Touch it. Come on, come.
Gel. Wax.
You're an absolute fucking idiot.
Waxed up.
Yeah, well, watch
his
it
life.
dry over the course of the podcast, baby. Watch it dry. I'm just a clean guy. I had a shower. There's nothing. Listen, don't try rain on my positivity parade with this gel rhetoric, bro. I just drove in. Sometimes when you drive in, you know, you listen to a bit of fucking radio. You might listen to a podcast. I was like, you know what? The birds are chirping. The sun's shining. I just blasted fucking Powderfinger's greatest hits. Now, I only got through like 4 songs because it's just how long it took for me to get in. But good God. Shout out to Bernard Fanning. He was on my brain because we were talking about him yesterday. Friend of the show. But fuck me, they're good, dude. Just, if you're like a young dribbler who didn't come around in the Powderfinger era and you just like haven't heard them,
Get to listening.
get to listening, dude. You forget the tracks. So I just went like shuffle, Edward. So I didn't, I just went...
Or the souffle.
The souffle. So, just anything pops up, but it's like it was their, all their best ones, I guess. I was just singing along, just singing my heart out.
Belting?
Belting.
Or singing?
But I can't sing. So, like, I could, like, the music was loud enough.
Give me a little bit.
No, I'm not going to.
Give me a little bit.
I'm not going to. But when you're like, it's loud enough that your voice is drowned out, but like you can tell how it feels in your chest. You're like,
Feels good?
No, it's like I'm not hitting anything. No notes are being hit.
Give us a little bit.
No.
You're in the content game. Give us a tiny bit.
You give us a tiny bit first and then I'll do it.
I'm not the one in the car belting it out.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'll do it. But like, if you're keen, oh, look at him. There you go.
Soft. Mate, you're the one in the car singing.
I'm just talking about how good Powderfinger is.
You lead me in and I'll follow you.
You're just deflecting, Tom.
I sing every fucking time on this podcast.
Then what's your issue?
There isn't an issue. I'm just saying,
Sounds
if Eddie,
like
you
there's an
should
issue.
sing with me then.
You
I'll
lead
do
me
it.
in. I'll
Get the
join
lyrics up and we'll sing a fucking...
Get the lyrics up. You don't know the Powderfinger
No, but
lyrics?
I'm saying, like, so we can, you get an actual...
Okay, well, what song do you want?
What song do you want, mate?
These days? DAF?
My Happiness.
My happiness.
My Happiness, yeah. That which got to run.
It did. So souffle dealt it up.
My Happiness, and These Days, actually. I sat in the car in the garage and let fucking These Days finish.
Did you?
Which I'm like, I'm not getting out of fucking... I'm not letting it...
So you lead us in and then
No, we'll just both go. Because that's what it's about.
No, I want you to show me how you were hitting the notes.
No,
That's
because
what I want.
because I'm not going to belt it, dude. This isn't a belting situation. This is you and me trying to... Yeah, we need the music, though, don't we? We really need, like...
I see a shadow on the street now.
I hear you push through the rusty gate. Click of your heels on the concrete. Waiting for a knock, coming way too late. It seems an age since I've seen you. Countdown as the weeks trickle into days. Shout out to the guy who literally put a post in the Punters and Dribblers saying, please don't sing.
Put your
Bags down. Another something in the air. Come on, Punters and Dribblers. How can I do this to you right now? If you're over there when I need you here, my happiness slowly creeping back. Now you're at home. If it ever
start sinking in. It must be when you pack up and go.
There we go. Don't you feel better?
Yeah, of course you do.
Of course you do. You can't.
But Bernard knew that when he was writing it.
Nard.
Shout out to Nard. Probably the greatest living Bernard.
Comfortably.
Like, it's not even close.
And, you know, you could, like, the Saint Bernard might be like, whoa, but I'm a whole species. You go, dude, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Wheel up, St. Bernard.
Sorry, you're a dog.
You can't fucking write those songs.
No, you can't. That's what I was thinking about as well, coming in, and Testy Pops are en route because I'm using my voice way too much again. But I was just like, what mindset do you have to be in to be so fucking good at, like, being creative like that?
Well, you need to be good first.
I know, well, obviously, but, like, you got to be good, but you have to be in, like, you know, like...
Where did he write that song? Can you get some information?
We got to try and get him on the podcast.
Fucking oath we do. Well, he's a friend.
I know he's a friend, and I would, listen, I'm so insecure about this shit that I'm always just thinking, like, you know, they'll just say no,
and they might, and that's fine.
and that's fine.
As is his right.
Absolutely, it is.
But know
that's,
this,
you know.
Bernard, we'd fly to you, bro.
Absolutely.
We can make this real easy.
No, we'll make it super easy because we don't want to. Well, that's
Like,
the only way we'll do
you
it.
don't have to invite us to your house and over for dinner and shit. You can if you want.
We
You don't
can
have
do it in your private recording studio, but, like, it doesn't have to be there. But
It definitely doesn't need to be there.
No, and, like, if obviously you want to put on a spread or whatever, like, whatever, I'll fast, and, you know, like, we'll make sure.
And obviously, like, you know, if we can stay, like, we'd stay the night if we can. We don't have to.
We don't have to stay the night. We can rent somewhere, but we whatever, dude. Like, it's balls in your court, but, like, whatever. That's fine.
Whatever you feel like doing. I think that's probably important to say.
Yes.
Whatever makes you comfortable.
Yes.
And if you feel comfortable saying no, obviously,
You've
heart
got to-
split in two, you'll crush my soul.
Hey, dude, I don't mind getting my heart stomped on, but you got to be. If you're man enough to ask, you got to be man enough to accept the answer. And if
Correct.
the answer's no, then that's fine.
And you got to shoot your shot.
Yep.
And you got to aim for the stars because maybe if you miss, you'll still land on the moon. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So Bernard, our friend Nard, called My Happiness a sad story of touring and the absence and loneliness that comes with it. The extensive time that the band spent touring took its toll, and it was on the back of that Bernard Fanning wrote My Happiness.
Look, I mean, I certainly sung with a bit more of a positive gusto in the car, but it's a beautiful song.
It's a beautiful song.
Good music video as well.
Yeah.
Is that the Slinky?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good music video.
Also, I don't know if that inspired a generation of Slinky users, but I feel like that was around the time when Slinky's really in vogue.
No, that's what it was. I don't know if it inspired it, but I think it certainly.
Or did Bernard?
I think he piggybacked on the Slinky's good work, and
Yes.
not to discredit the video clip itself, which was fantastic. But, you know, like, I feel like Ace Ventura was getting into his Slinky work around that time as well.
Slinkies were all the rage.
Slinkies were huge.
And what was so annoying for someone like me who craves perfection in a Slinky is when they got kinked,
Yeah.
and it was all over.
No, the Slinky is one kink.
ruined.
A Slinky is done.
It's ruined.
No, it's done.
You'd get...
The Slinkies still doing their thing? Are they still getting around?
You
Yeah,
put them
they're
on a
still getting
stair, stairs.
That was during their second
so
Austin
fun.
second Ace Ventura, and it's the whole thing. And he's like, everyone loves the Slinky, I think, and, like, goes down and he misses the bottom one.
Kids...
Have you ever seen those videos of the people doing like the mad slinky tricks where it like almost looks like an optical illusion?
No, but that is sort of the Yoho Diablo of its time, or the yo-yo. Like, that's
Yeah.
what you get into if you don't have sex with anyone.
Yeah, listen. If I was to power rank, might get sex to definitely wouldn't get any sex. It'd be yo-yo, Slinky,
as in-
yo-yo Diablo.
Gets no sex.
Gets no
Yeah,
sex.
yeah, same. Dude, it's so funny. I saw a guy.
Because you need the sticks and the wire.
It's
and
a lot
shit.
going
It's
on.
too much.
No one's fucking you. And that's fine, but, like, no one's fucking you,
No one's
male or
fucking
female. I saw a guy
That's-
pounding the Yoho Diablo on the fucking corner right near my house. Like, opposite fucking the Royal in Bondi.
Before he went home to fuck his sex doll.
Well, yeah, or just play with himself. Yeah, that guy looks like a guy that's a Slinky guy, right?
Okay, that guy's a Slinky guy.
Yeah.
That's the Slinky I had. Or they all like that.
No,
the
I had
multicolours.
a straight metallic one,
Did you?
Yeah.
I had the colourful one.
which I think was in the. Look, no disrespect to this guy who's clearly mastered the craft. It's just not a craft anyone was asking for a mastering of.
Listen, the hours put into getting that good at slinky is...
Could be dedicated to, procreation or at least just getting loads off. Maybe you don't have to, but it doesn't...
Listen, he's passionate about something. I'll admire his passion. It just...
Same. I just think that
it means that he's...
I reckon his dad's having tough conversations with him at the family gatherings and shit.
Well, he's committed to a life of celibacy.
Hey, you're still doing the slinky work, are you, buddy? It's like, fucking oath I am, Dad. And it's like, okay.
Is his... Oh, I thought his hat was made of part slinkies.
It might be.
It's not. It's more of a fabric.
A patch, a woven patch.
Is that what you wanted to talk about, Tom? Slinkies? Is that where you were going with that?
No, I actually think Dave brought in the slinky because you're saying the good video clip. Mate, I was just
a bit of a joke, mate.
Oh, sorry, mate. Was it a joke?
Yeah, it was. Thought you might run with it. That's fine.
You know what? I didn't get it. I didn't pick up on it.
Cool.
But that's you know what? Sometimes you don't always hit. I like your brown socks, and that's not an attack.
Thanks.
They go with your shoes. Sometimes I find actually you're very good at pairing socks with shoes. I'm not. Like I just wear basically, it looks like I'm not wearing any socks. Trick of the eye here, peek behind the curtain. I've just got those really small socks on that you can't see.
I like those socks for what they provide. What I don't like is that they fucking come down all the time.
Mine, I've got some good ones.
I can't deal with it.
No.
It's too annoying.
I don't know if it's like that I've found the sock that works for me, but probably not because I just buy them where I see them. But what they do have on the inside where the heel goes is a bit of rubber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Genius.
So maybe since the last time you've worn them, the tech's upped,
Tech's upped.
Yeah.
So you got to get the ones with
a little bit of rubber on the back. It doesn't fall down.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
But see, I'm a little bit like when I look at your brown socks that are above the shoe, that's where I struggle to find something that looks good. And I feel like, and I genuinely mean this, but I respect your above the shoe sock game much more than my own. And the fact that you've paired the brown with the brown of the shoe is, don't think it was lost on me when I walked in here.
Thanks. Do you like that? It's very simple. Either match the colours with the shoe or go white.
Yes.
Preferably white, no pattern, nothing. Just
straight white.
Just straight white.
Yep.
You can't go wrong with straight white. You just can't.
But sometimes there's an awkwardness.
You think you can?
No, I just think the phrasing of that's a bit funny.
Well, don't make
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you just turn off for one moment? Like, it's painful. It really is. It's really painful.
We're talking about socks.
Jesus.
He's currently wearing inclusive brown socks, Dave. You're not fucking happy about that.
Exactly. Where was the
champion?
The brown sock
celebration.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You know what? And now I don't even want to talk socks.
Now I just want to pack it up.
I don't even want to talk socks anymore.
I don't want to talk socks anymore, Tom. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm fucking done with the socks.
Done with socks. Punters and dribblers. Nice time for me to remind the punter and the dribbler. Tonight is the rugby league nerd out.
Yeah.
Guru and Timmy.
Manly Roosters, big one.
This is huge.
Rugby league nerd out. 8 p.m. Hotspot YouTube.
Obviously, Tom and I will be deep throating the shaft of the seagull, and Guru will be sitting and twisting on
the beak of the rooster.
The beak of the rooster. He pretends like he doesn't have a team. We know where his fucking loyalties lie. He won't say it publicly, but I'm telling you right now, he's a Rooster man.
Well, his brother came in last time, and like their whole family
liked his brother. Big fan.
Yeah, good man. Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
Shout out to Josh.
Sucked at pool.
No, well, listen. You
he
know
was
what, dude?
dog shit.
Presented like maybe a 25-year-old, big guy, like tall guy.
Yep.
But 19.
Hadn't seen enough winners.
That's where I wanted to give him a bit of like leeway with the pool side of things. He sucked at pool.
Well, he talked a bit of a game. Did
he talk
a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, well then no, he just sucks it. You can't come in on our turf
talking that mad
shit and then get fucking pounded.
Yeah. It was like 4 or 5 nil. It was pathetic.
No, I didn't see him at a good shot.
No.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't know if he sung a ball.
Setups, you're like, Josh.
Don't know if he sung a ball. Apparently he can play footy. Had the build for it, but
doesn't translate clearly.
No, it doesn't translate. No, I wouldn't be letting scouts watch you play pool.
No.
Because you won't get a fucking run.
Listen, if don't let the scouts hear this, that's for sure. They'll fucking...
So the nerd out, 8 p.m. tonight or 7:45 or whatever it is. Hello Sport YouTube, you know the drill. Come and have a laugh, a yarn. Trivia will be up to Guru tonight,
yeah.
as is
It's the
tradition.
Nerd Out Guru Trivia.
And we'll be just
Wouldn't
getting
mind
balls.
some nerd glasses, maybe.
We'll just be getting balls deep on rugby league football.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind getting a print out of their Supercoach team as well, so that I know who to be watching.
Actually, it's the finals in Supercoach. I've got Benny tonight in my this weekend in my game. So
you're taking on Ben Porter.
yeah, so I might get the boys to run it over my team, see if I have to make any late minute changes.
But also,
because it's
like,
knockout now, knockout rugby league.
But like, also, I want to know who they are, like, because when we were doing it last time with them, and it was like their reactions to things weren't, or like when they didn't really give a fuck about how the game went, they just care about how their Supercoach goes. I want to know
more than anything, yeah.
I want to know what's happening,
Yep, we can do that.
and the audience should know what's happening.
I think so. Well, we could have. We'll give constant updates of who's scoring well and who they have live in the game.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's good.
That
I
works.
like it. I'm pumped for it though. Rugby league nerd out. I love it. Maybe some nerd glasses, Tobler or Dave. Get me some nerd glasses with the fucking
The tape.
tape in the middle.
Yep. Maybe at 4 sets.
Get 4 sets of those.
Cool.
But make sure you can see through them.
No, we just don't have the glass in them. Fuck the glass off and use them.
That's a great point. Great point.
Remember when hipsters were wearing glasses that had no lens? Like, and this was in our adult life.
They weren't prescription.
They had no fucking lenses.
Oh, they had no
in them.
lenses.
That was cool. Remember, like fucking, and again, like this is the extreme version, but Red Foo, that Afro gimp from like Every Day I'm Shuffling.
LMFAO.
LMFAO. I'm shocked they're not still killing it.
Do you know their uncle and nephew?
Oh, yeah, Weapon? Who?
No, Red Foo and the other dude in
No,
LMFAO.
I thought one of them was related to like a Weapon, like old. Are you sure they're uncle and nephew?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought Red Foo was like the nephew of someone big.
Yeah, so Red Foo is the younger son of the guy who founded Motown Records.
There you go.
So Sky Blue, the other dude to Red Foo, is the son of Red Foo's half brother. So they're pretty much uncle
Okay,
and nephew.
they are.
Half uncle, half nephew.
Red Foo and Sky Blue.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of shitting on people, right? But they were weird times.
Well, they
When
were. No, they were
You
weird times.
couldn't get away from Red Foo. He
No,
was
you couldn't.
fucking everywhere. He basically like infiltrated and infected the nation.
Yeah.
He was everywhere you turned. He was on the tennis. He was on the fucking news every night. He was on all the fucking shows.
He had shows.
He was getting glassed at the Sheaf as
yeah,
well.
he got glassed at the Sheaf.
He got glassed. Like, you couldn't get away from
Nah,
it.
he was headline fucking material. Red Foo.
It was intense. Thank God he's disappeared.
What is Red Foo doing?
Right, I will have a look. Guess how old Red Foo is, by the
He'd
way.
be in his 50s now.
He's 47.
Okay.
50s? How long ago was the nation shuffling?
Well, that was 2009. So he was like,
Fuck, so
he was mid-30s when he was shuffling.
yeah, it's a bit old to be shuffling. It's a bit old to be shuffling.
Oh,
would he
okay.
No, he'd have been 20s, wouldn't he?
Yeah, what do you reckon
I
Sir
don't know.
Paul
I'm not
McCartney
an guy.
thinks
I
of?
would be mid-30s. Huh?
What do you reckon Sir Paul McCartney thinks when he hears songs like that? Every day I'm shuffling.
I know. While we're on that, is
He'd
he
throw
coming out
up.
to Australia? 'Cause
Yeah,
I
Paul
want to
McCartney,
go. Dude.
yeah.
He's coming.
Yeah, he
so.
just announced.
Are the tickets on sale?
I don't know. I'll
They're
find
gonna
out.
fucking fly.
But so Red Foo,
It'd be a core job though, won't
this
it?
is the last thing in his
I don't
personal
give a
life.
fuck. I'll go.
On Wikipedia, it says he started coding in 2017 and has since hosted a 3-day hackathon at his home. He also, in 2023, after 6 years retired, came back with his new track, Long Live Party Rock.
Got to hear it. Get it on.
Right.
Sorry. Got to hear it.
Long live Party Rock. How long's he been coding for?
Since 2017.
I
6
saw something the
years.
other day that was saying, like, some guy was like, coders won't be used in the next 2 years.
Because of AI.
Yeah.
Not a game you want to get into right now.
No.
Party rockers forever.
Long Live Party Rock.
Right.
Have you got
Hey,
the
did they do
money?
party rockers in the house tonight?
Is that song?
Oh, do you want to get headphones on the TV?
I don't know. I think you
TV,
said
TV.
headphones.
Oh, I was going to say
So
turn
is
up.
this is a new song?
This
Yeah,
is his
this is a new
latest
song.
release.
But this
Maybe
is-
he
this
sees the
is-
writing on the wall of coding. He's like, I got to bring out some new tracks.
And also, this is Red Foo solo, not LMFAO.
I honestly wouldn't be able
What's
to tell the difference.
LMFAU stand for?
Laughing my fucking ass off.
Oh. not
Oh,
you.
yeah. Don't worry. I just assumed he was not going to get it anyway. It's tough at 47, isn't it?
Yo, this beat gon' make you jump. Kick go boom and the bass gon' pump. Girl so hot, I'ma take a shot. DJ making that party rock. Yeah, it's time to have a blast, y'all. We gon' drink all night to the last call. And if they turn on the lights, then oh well. We gon' take this party to the hotel. Ah. Party people, you are now tuned in to the greatest. Everybody put your hands up for the drive.
Oh.
Long live party rock.
So this is what the kids are listening to.
I don't think so, Eddie. That's enough.
That'll do, bro.
Yeah, that'll do. Like, again, I love going and seeing live music and performances as much as the next person, right? But like,
But do you, mate?
but there's something about the like your personality being like party. You know what I mean? Like, even when I was in my 20s and I liked going out and ripping and tearing, like, it wasn't like,
So you don't want to be a club promoter, is that what you're saying?
listen, well, no, I don't. And again, I'm not impugning on club promoters' work. Everyone's got a place in this world. But I just don't, like, trying to be like, who are you? It's like, I just love partying, dude. I'm a party rocker. What the fuck? Like, anyway, whatever. I don't want to shit on Red Foo. It was more about the glasses thing, to be honest. Because that was that I don't know if Red Foo started it or if he co-opted it, but there was a period in everyone's lives where you were getting around in, not me or you, but people
There's people listening right now
who wore glasses without lenses.
that know for a fact they wore glasses without lenses.
On nights out,
Yeah.
unironically, to like fucking pubs and shit.
Correct.
Or house parties.
And all I'm going to say is I want you to acknowledge the mistake you made.
Yeah.
It's about being honest. Putting your hand up and going, yep, I played a shotgun. Like, I'll put my hand up. Yeah, I wore a DEFCON 1 dog chain to DEFCON 1 in like 2009. My hand's in the air. My hand's in the air. Okay? It's up. It's about being honest. It's about being honest. Okay?
Oh, dude, that's so
And
gross.
moving on.
Dude, that's so gross. Oh, it's so fucking gross.
With a singlet. Tom.
Oh, Jesus
With a singlet.
Christ.
With a singlet on.
A DEFCON 1 dog chain. In 2009.
Yeah, 2009.
Oh, fuck, dude. Gabbering and shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I would give punters and dribblers. What I would give.
Bum bag.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You were a little lad.
Well, I
Air Maxes? You weren't wearing TNs, were you?
No, I've never owned TNs.
Holy shit. I'm trying to think. I definitely have worn dumb shit. I wore a fedora in Bali for the entire trip.
Oh my God.
I saw his old photos of me and Steph in Bali or Thailand or something. It might have been Thailand. And like,
Reek of a fedora, man.
rocked a fucking fedora. I was
Was
like,
that before or after our ill-fated fedora challenge?
oh,
that never got
no,
off the
definitely
ground?
after. Definitely after. Sorry, before.
You kept that quiet.
Wouldn't you? I'm just hearing about the fucking DEFCON dog chain, dude. Yeah. But I saw a photo of it and I was like, oh, damn. I was like getting around in that pretty comfortably.
We were when we were at uni, we came up with this idea to have a fedora challenge. So we had to buy fedoras, me, Jarch, Burmo and Street, and the first one to take it off lost or something, I can't remember. But you had to also pair it with a moustache, and Streety couldn't grow one at the time, so we told him he had to draw one on every day. He's like, what do you mean? We're like, well, you can't draw one, so you can't grow one, so you have to draw it on. He goes, well, that's ridiculous. That's absurd. We go, can you grow one? He goes, no. We'll go, well, you're going to have to draw it on.
How are we going to do this without a fuck? You need to draw it on. We'll get a texter.
So he's like, I have to draw it on every day. We're like,
Yes.
Correct.
If
How
you don't
long
want-
did he last?
Well, he didn't do it. He never did it.
He didn't do it.
We
He
never got off the
basically-
ground.
It didn't get off the ground because
No.
he wouldn't come to the table.
No.
And now, this is funny, ever since he's been able to grow a mo, he's never not had one.
But I haven't seen him in a fedora yet.
Time's coming, potentially.
Yeah, maybe. We should get a couple of fedoras. Oh, do we have fedoras in here? We do, don't we? From our
Yeah, I think there are.
Yeah, we do.
racing.
Yeah, we do.
Our racing.
We
outfit.
actually, where are they? Where are our uniforms?
They're probably in the tubs.
Oh,
Oh, the uniforms are in that jacket, suit thing, or whatever the fuck you call that. Anyway, I'd love to. You know what? I wouldn't mind like a fucking confessional thing where you can just call up and just admit you were one of the people who wore those glasses without lenses.
Let's do that.
Just call up and tell us.
Did we come up with one the other night? to
What?
call in for?
Brushes with lame
Oh,
Brushes
they
with
already-
lame.
on the live stream.
Bring back brushes with lame, like just where you've had unexciting interactions with famous people, basically.
Yep.
And what was yours? Dry
Well, we
dad.
caught. Yeah, that was just one that came off the top of the dome. Was we were going out to Homebush during the 2000 Olympics, and we shared a train carriage and got to talking to Jumpin' Jai Tarima's dad. That's the sort of thing we're looking for.
It's pretty fucking good stuff. And we used to have. You might even on our Instagram like this say where you say what's the fuck are they?
The
called?
highlights?
Highlights.
Story
It's
highlights.
still up.
Yeah, no, I saved them all fucking when we did it, but
It's time to come to bring it back. for
yeah,
sure.
you can go and see where Brushes with Lame started. And basically dribblers would just send in, the written word was still in vogue, and they would send in their documentation of whenever they had a brush with lame. There's some funny ones in there. If you want to get the vibe of what we're looking for. Punters and Dribblers, the podcast this week brought to you by our good friends at Ned's. Now, they want us to let you know that you can win a UFC 293 Ned's level experience for you and three mates. That UFC 293 is in Sydney, for those of you that don't know. The prize includes 4 VIP tickets, dinner cruise, flights and accommodation, transport for the weekend. It truly is, Eddie, the ultimate dribbler experience.
That's unbelievable. Imagine getting a dinner cruise out to the Biffs. Fucking oath.
Yes,
Or maybe
please.
the dinner cruise is on the way back. Probably
Who cares, dude?
Who
Just
cares?
just a cruise with some food.
Just a cruise. You can't beat it. So head to www.neds.com.au/UFC-competition. It's not a dash. Was that a dash?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a dash.
It's a dash. Now,
Hyphen, dash.
Dash, hyphen, dash.
hyphen dash, you get the drill.
New South Wales permit number NTP/06995, ACT permit number 23/01138.
Excludes South Australia. Eligibility requirements do apply. T's and C's apply and available on website.
What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, call the number on screen or visit the website. What's going on? What are we fucking doing here? What the fuck's the point of anything? You know what I mean?
Oh, well, what you want to get? You want to get philosophical.
I'm not trying to. Sometimes it just comes like, what's the point of anything? You know, like what is it?
What,
What's the
well,
point?
listen, we're living
point of
in
anything?
not uncertain times. We've always been living in uncertain times, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
No one really knows what's going on.
No one knows what's going on.
We are living in the aftermath of
The supersuit era.
the supersuit era. Yep, that's one thing. The other thing is basically tossing away a 2-0 lead in the Ashes.
Yeah,
I think
it feels like
we haven't really we haven't touched on it yet
No.
since the live stream. Shout out to all the punters and the dribblers who joined us. There were still about 800 real late.
It's actually like, I mean, it was 7 hours long, so obviously there was
7.5, but who's counting?
But it's like that. We had some of our biggest audiences we've ever had, and it was like at midnight. So shout out to you, brave souls, who are up there with us. Paulie vlogs might have something to do with a dip in viewers, but that was
Well, Paulie Vlog dipped, but it is what it is. I needed a breather.
Oh,
And Paulie Vlogs provided that for 9 minutes doing the review of a plant-based sausage.
shout out to Dimitri for.
It
putting me in
is
touch with
incredible viewing. It probably wasn't the right time for some punters and dribblers. That was maybe the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were.
It was a rain delay. Sent a few people to bed.
As they sat, under the covers next to their missus watching Paulie Vlogs videos, they probably thought to themselves, "This'll do me." And you'd be not excused because you're a weak-gutted dog who doesn't like the nation, but I get it.
I can empathise ultimately with your situation, but I'm made of different stuff.
Yes, you and I are made of the true stuff,
The
the
right
honest
stuff.
the right stuff, the real stuff.
Yep.
Now, basically where I'm at with it, Tom, is that I haven't seen a miracle that's fallen our way since Michael Clark took 3 wickets in an over in 2006.
7.
Against 6-7
7.
v India. If you haven't seen it, turn off. Now, Would you go along with that? I mean, it was sort of
Yeah,
set
I
up. It was
can't-
sort of set up for.
We fucked it. Like, we could have won that in the end. Like, we fucked it. We got I mean, like, obviously we came out and then Warner and Kyrgios went quickly, but like, I'm cool with that because they put us up. They set us up nicely.
What I find crazy.
That ball change was fucked. Sorry, it was completely fucked. It was criminal. It's criminal. Whatever. I'm
Tell
not gonna dwell on
me,
it.
tell me, legitimately, we've got a few Poms on board now, which is great. We love you. Thanks for being here. But let's get down to brass tacks. How does a 44-year-old ball that's roughed near to buggery get replaced with a ball that's still got the gold lettering on it?
Yeah.
On both sides.
And they go,
that
"Oh."
cherry had been through 6 overs.
They go, oh, well, we didn't have any other balls. Well, okay, then don't change the fucking ball then.
Well, maybe you've got the wrong box.
Yeah.
Maybe that box is full of balls 5 overs old, you silly prick.
Yeah.
Go and look for the fucking box of balls where they're 44 overs old. Like, use your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
If that's the box you've got the wrong box.
Or go, you know what? We can't find one that's exactly 42 overs, 44 overs. We're going to have to get one that's 50 overs because we're certainly not getting one that's fucking 6 overs old and it's hard as fuck, hard as a blood diamond.
I was under the impression that you were given boxes that had balls that were within a range, right? They don't give you a box of old balls and you have to make it up. It's like, no, these balls are
ones are
10 and
this old,
under.
yeah.
These are 20 to fucking 10, whatever.
Yeah.
Those balls, all of them, just about new.
And like, whatever, it is what it is. Obviously, England are a
Worth
bunch
saying,
of fucking...
Tom.
No, it is.
Worth
It's
saying.
worth saying. We're not going to brush over it. We're not going to ignore it. But I'm also not going to be England and fucking cry into my bloody,
Spilt milk.
spilt milk. It is what it is, right? And then you die. But, we had the chance still. Smudge and Head got in and then they got out cheap. They just, you know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't have got out. That was where we fucked it. And then Swamp Junior got out for fuck all. Cummins got out for fuck all. Like,
No, Stark got out for fuck all.
Stark got out,
Cummins
but
got out
like,
for
we
fuck
could
all.
have, the amount of runs we needed was doable.
We
At one point, I think it was like, if everyone can get around 30, which obviously is a tall
when we got
order,
it
but
down
like,
to 55 via Goggles, Toddley Murphy, and 1AC Carey, blood started to flow down there.
yeah, we were getting stiff again. We were like, it was a constant, to be honest, the whole
I didn't want
night
to say
was-
anything though because incorrectly we'd been accused of curses already that evening, and I was like, I'm not going to say anything, but I was thinking it.
Yeah.
I was thinking it.
No, I was thinking
Know
it.
that.
But the whole thing was almost like tidal in terms of the blood coming and going from my shaft the whole fucking night.
Oh yes, it was very much high tide, low tide.
Yeah.
Never reached a king tide. Though.
No, well, a king tide was a win.
Well, or getting real close. It would've
Getting
been-
real
it
close,
would've-
it would've been king
I
tide,
wanted to
you're
king
right.
up.
Yeah, we haven't really had a king tide on a stream for a while, have we?
I don't think we've had one. The last king tide we had was when New South Wales won Game 3. That wasn't live though. That was just
You
us
know when the
filming
king
it.
tide we probably had was that live show when Tommy Turbo, that big bet came off. That would be a king.
That's a live show though. You know what I mean? We've never had a live stream
King Tide.
on YouTube. King Tide. Never had one. Fucking due one.
We are due one. Manly tonight.
There's
not
not
as much
enough.
on the
There's not
line.
enough
There's not
at
enough on the
stake.
line,
There's
is
not
there?
enough at
There's not enough
stake.
on the line.
No way.
You could, but tell you what would get you a good kingy, is also like Biffs. I could get it like Biffs where it's like world titles on the line.
Yeah, Volk, like a Volk.
Volk,
A
a Volk.
Volk could get me kingy.
Volk could get me kinged
like
up, dude.
Volk when he beats Islam in the
Next
second
fight.
Biff.
That'll be king.
That'll king me up.
Unfortunately, I'll probably be at the fight. That's my goal. Well,
Depends where
actually
it
in
is.
Vegas, so maybe not.
If it's in Vegas, maybe not,
But also maybe
but also possibly.
kingy. But I would love a live stream king tide. Anyway, we didn't get it.
No, we didn't.
But it feels like, even though, and we retained, and so like, fuck you, England, because you're a bunch of pussies who don't even have
Well,
beers
listen.
afterwards.
Let's just before we go on, let's just think about it. How is that? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
4 in a row.
Yeah.
That's
it's a lot.
not nothing.
No, it's not. It's actually heaps.
4 in a row.
And they haven't
when was the
won.
last time England had 4 in a row?
Good point. They also haven't won a single test in Australia for like fucking since 2010.
They haven't won a single test in Australia since 2010-11.
Yeah.
So it would be January 2011, the last test they won in Australia, which was 12 years ago.
Yes.
And counting.
So like if you put that in context, you're like, whatever, England, good on ya, but shut up. Can't help but coming away from this, though, feeling like it's kind of a loss in that.
So England haven't won more than haven't won/retained more than 3 series in a row since they went on a run of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 series wins from the first Ashes test to the first series in 1882 to the 8th series.
Right.
Since then, they've never won.
Since in the history of the fucking competition.
So ever since cricket died and the Ashes returned to Australia and then it began, you won 8 in a row, but otherwise that's it. You've never gone on a streak greater than 3. And we're on 4 right now.
Yeah.
So let's get some context
Let's get some context around how great we are as a cricketing nation, how weak and feeble England are. And
Listen, the great
cricket.
cricketer put it well. Again, tis the season for going down on the great cricketer.
Exactly. But also, like, tis now the season where I have nothing to listen to in the morning because...
Well, tis the off-season of the Ashes.
Yeah.
And the off-season for the Ashes, unfortunately, fluctuates between 2.5 years and 18 months.
But they are also they do Patreon every single fucking week, so you can also sign up there. But I don't get my morning
fix. And I get that. But they made a great point, and it made me reflect as a man and as a proud Australian on the fact that if we were to draw an Ashes series in Australia, there would be fucking hell to pay.
Yeah.
There would be blood in the streets.
Yeah.
That would be as unacceptable as anything I can conceive with my mind.
It'd be a
No. It's not. You win or you fuck off. That's it. Yeah. We retained, and that's something. We're obviously pissed off we didn't win the series. I can't help it. But to celebrate a draw like England's doing is fucking pathetic.
Yeah, but
really
we did celebrate a draw over there last time.
On their turf.
Yeah,
I'm talking about a home series, Tom.
Yeah.
We would never celebrate a fucking drawn series at home, and you know it.
Not. No, we wouldn't. We absolutely would not. But I can't help but feel like the rained out third test where we were getting bent over.
Well,
and look, this is the way the cookie crumbles, right? It rains in England. You're never getting I don't know if you've ever had a fucking test where it's not rain affected to some degree, but it just felt a little bit lossy.
Listen, you can feel that way if you'd like, but it wasn't. The fact is, and we ran over it when we were retained, we're always going to lose days to rain. Manchester was always odds-on favourite for that to happen. It did. We won the first 2 tests, so fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck off.
I'm disappointed we didn't win, but we did retain, so just worth saying fuck off England. The other thing that I wanted to bring up, Tom, is England dogging the boys for a beer.
Mate.
That's pretty fucked up.
It's really fucked up. It's kind of like...
That is petty bullshit. And you know what? Let's go back to this. Baz said... we're not going to have a beer with the boys. Yeah. He said that after apparently we cheated, taking a perfectly legitimate dismissal of Bairstow, who was taking the rugby league cricket piss. He was. And he fucking knows it.
And he knows it, that red fuck.
Baz said after that, we're not having a beer with him. And then they actually didn't.
Yeah.
And they're like, we met up at the club later.
No.
That's not what? You're going to meet up in the dark club where you can't hear each other. That's not the same, mate.
But also, they were, and again, I'm getting my information here from Twitter and because I didn't sort of bury my fucking face in it, but Twitter and TGC. Australia were like, it was a spokesman for Australia. We've tried this we tried to get in there multiple times.
6 times.
6 times Smudge has gone in there.
Half a dozen.
Yeah.
Half a dozen.
And then England were like, oh, nah, we were just finishing up some functional shit because people were retiring. It's like, bullshit you were.
How long?
As if Australia's going to lie like that and make themselves look like cucks and be like, we kept trying to go in there. And they kept narbroing us.
No. Mate,
England are a bunch of fucking bitches, dude.
I'm sorry, bruh. But if you ask 6 times, I'm going to go out on a limb, Tom, and say that the separation between inquiries was at least 20 minutes. Would you be prepared?
Yeah.
Would you be prepared to go along with that?
Yeah.
I think 20 minutes would be reasonable. I think anything more frequent than that would come across as a little hasty.
Needy.
A bit needy. I'm going to go conservatively 20 minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if it was longer.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was potentially 45 minutes.
I heard someone say they were waiting around for 7 hours.
So
Can you check that? That could be bullshit.
Let's go with half an hour, right, between inquiries. That's 3 hours of asking. I'll tell you how long it takes to get formalities over the way. Stuart Broad would have had coach say something, captain say something, wife say something, mum and dad say something, him say something. There's a couple of minutes each. 20 minutes, done. Thanks for coming.
Give him 45.
Not each.
No,
not
total.
each.
Total.
Give him an hour.
Let's give him an hour.
There's 2 unexplained hours there.
Maybe Moeen Ali retiring again, but
Oh,
he's
he
already
got
retired.
5 minutes. He
He's-
got
no,
5
I mean, like,
minutes.
sure, Moeen, you've done, you're good, you came back, you think it was fuck great, but you're not getting an hour, are you? Like,
There wasn't more that there couldn't have been more than an hour of that sort of formality.
No.
If there was, it would have been ridiculous in the extreme. People in the change room would have started looking at each other going, is this still going?
but see, there's a part of the whole English fucking cocksuckery that Bazball was and their whole like obsession with themselves, this whole thing. It also wouldn't surprise me if afterwards they all did some breath work and sucked their own cocks for fucking 2 hours. Like, would that shock you?
I tell you what.
So when family, kids out of the room, we've all got to suck our own dicks for fucking 2 hours, and then maybe we'll think about going and having a beer with the Australians.
It says that the Australian team eventually gave up and left the ground around 10:45 p.m. So that's a good
10:45,
few hours.
Eddie.
When did cricket finish? 7?
Earlier, I reckon. Maybe
Yeah, earlier.
6, 5.
6? Listen, let's call it what it is. Let's call that spade a goddamn spade. We were narbrad by England. That's what happened. We asked repeatedly, and they said no because they didn't fucking want to, because they're cucks,
Yeah.
because they're losers,
Because they're bitter.
because they're fucking bitter little bitches. That's all it is. Baz with his 2 manicured beard, who's a fucking lippy turncoat, who said that we're not going to have a beer with the Aussies after the Bairstow incident. He fucking said that, and what's ridiculous is that he backed it up.
Yeah.
That is absurd. And fucking Stokes, captain, who, you know, is Mr. Spirit of Cricket, who reviewed his own drop catch, even though he knew he dropped it because they punched in on his face when he did, and he knew.
And then he spit all over his face.
And then he spit all over his own face, basically looked like he nutted on himself, and then he still reviewed because he's a fucking scoundrel. He then turns around and says no to having a beer.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, leave it out on the field, you bitches.
mate.
Leave it out on the field.
Mate, I'm sorry, but you can't invoke the spirit of cricket when you behave that way.
No.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, it just shows they're full of shit.
Like, a light has been shone, Tom. A light has been shone on their true character.
Yeah. And also, though, like...
It has. Sorry.
No, well, it completely has. It completely has. But you're just going like, what the fuck... Like, it's when you get narbrad, it's usually, it makes you look like you've been, like, when you get narbrad, it's kind of like, oh, fuck, this is the, like.
We've been narbrad.
We've been narbrad, right? But a narbrad usually makes the person who's being narbrad, the narbra-e, look like a massive bitch. In this situation, I actually think that the narbra in England, it just makes them look like really, really salty bitches.
Well, it's a reverse narbra.
Well, it's
you actually end up narbraing yourself.
and your whole country.
I just want to set the record straight. We actually met up at the club for a
we
beer.
wanted to go to-
Well, that's never happened in the history of the
That's
Ashes.
not how it works.
That's not how it
dude.
works.
You go in the sheds, you're all in your whites, you got fucking dirt on you, you share a beer, arms around each other, like,
You know what it's like at the club. What? Great series. What?
what was that?
Great series. Like, you may as well not bother.
I was it. You shouldn't have run me out. Mate, I tell you what, Baz McCullum spends way too much time on that beard, and I'm not ruling out that he's now like a beard art enthusiast. You know what I mean? One of those people who like...
Also, Baz, you're trying way too fucking hard to act cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, like, I'm just going to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah,
but,
Like,
really cool.
are you a fucking robot, mate?
Yeah.
Show a little bit of emotion.
Yeah.
You've just won a test match to draw it 2-2 when you were down 2-0. You could show something. He's just sitting on the back.
That's what he does, dude. But he's got more pronounced beard. He's making sure the beard's in full shot.
And he's got his feet up and he's like,
well, we don't care about winning. We don't care about winning. It's not about winning for us, except when we don't win the fucking series, we don't have beers
well,
with
listen
everyone.
here, mate. Listen here. If you don't care about winning, right, and you lose too often, you won't have a job. Do you not care about having a job? Do you not care about having money? Like, how long do you walk this thing out?
Yeah.
Because if you don't care about winning, like, where does it stop?
Wait, what?
Are you happy to
What
live under?
metric are you paid on though? Right? Like, are you paid per? Like, is your employment pegged to wins?
I can guarantee you right now, mate, it's pegged to wins.
I would assume it's pegged to wins.
What else is it pegged to? Is it pegged to losses?
Vibe? It's pegged to beards? Shots of beard?
If
I don't know that'd work.
If it's pegged to losses, then we'd still have the same players from the fucking years you got pumped and the same coach.
Yeah.
But you don't. And you've come in to replace who? A loser. I don't
Bring
even
back
know
Rory Burns. If it's not about fucking wins.
It's not about wins. Bring back Rory Burns. Simple as that. And put Root back as captain because it went well under him. If it's not about wins, which apparently it's not.
Just about vibe and
Just about
spirit
vibe.
and mood and vibe.
But listen here, Brendan. We're onto you, mate.
Well, we're under you.
We're onto you in a big, big way. We know how long you spent on that beard, and it's a fucked up amount of time.
It's way too long. You've got probably like one of the great beard trimmers known to man. It's got all the different settings and fucking like.
Yeah, but you know what he would remind me of, Tom? One of those coffee fuckwits who has their own massive setup, and the coffee's got to be the right temperature, and they've got those little scrapers and the little hairy things so that it should. You know what I'm trying to say? And they've got like little filter pads and all the bullshit.
Yes, all the bullshit. But
that's like him, but with beard.
with beards,
he'd have
exactly.
oils and he'd have little
Rubs
mini
and
seals and
creams.
creams and serums and all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
He'd run a dye through there.
Oh, he'd run. There'd be a rinse through.
He'd
thing.
rinse that bitch.
Best believe.
Best believe.
Anyway, listen, like the spirit of cricket. I think that
you killed it, England.
I think Mother Cricket's crying tonight. You know what I mean? She's tears running down her face.
She weeps for her boys.
Mother Cricket weeps for the spirit of the great game she loves because you weak English cucks just can't fucking leave it all out on the field. You got to be salty bitches and stay in the room and fucking, Australia, good, honest Australia, hard-working, fucking working class
Toilers,
man.
Tom.
Jimmy Barnes, Blue Jeans, Powderfinger, fucking Steel Mills, like VB, fucking whatever
Swagman,
else.
Billabong sort of
Swagman,
stuff.
Billabong, fucking
Southern
Australia,
Cross.
sandy beaches and bright sunny blue skies.
National parks and great weather and Uluru.
Emus and Waratah
and the
flowers.
Great Barrier
and
Reef.
Bottle brush, the Barrier Reef.
Echidnas and platypus
Dolphins.
and emus, baby.
Dirt, dusty roads, the old barman just sitting there, an old bushy with a fucking
Cold
Akubra hat.
schooners, Tom.
Exactly.
Strong rums. And
We're just in there trying to do the best.
need to go out there and deliver for the nation.
Exactly.
And that's what we've done. And
That's
the
what we
boys
did.
and the boys had a fucking crack.
But
and,
that Australia came in good faith and just went, hey, want to
and
shake
well
your
done.
hand?
And well done to the boys who had an absolute crack. What England have done, this is all they've done this series, is
Suck
their own penises, hiss at us, right? Hiss and spit when things didn't go their way, turn down a beer, okay, and fucking claim drop catches. That's what they've done. All of that. They've killed the spirit of the game single-handedly in one fucking series. And you're absolutely right, Tom. Mother Cricket weeps for what the English have done. Weeps.
Oh my
What?
God.
There he is. That's the guy. I told you.
Oh, holy shit. Oh, my
Have a go at the Sunnies.
fucking
The lollipop
God.
in the mouth.
Dude, nice bod on ya. Kid had a bod, though. Look at that fucking dog tag, dude. Oh, my God. That's fucking
It's
hilarious.
foul. It's absolutely foul.
The bum bag. Oh, the lid off the bum bag. The Sonny's that a lollipop in there, just gurning your heart out. That is fucking hectic.
It's a lot.
We move on to me. Bro, look how hot Sebo looks.
Jesus Christ.
Look at Sebo.
Dude, Sebo's so fuckable there.
Dude.
That's one of the great heads of hair.
That's it fucking... Look at that fucking fedora.
That's an example of like
fucking-
bright stars
burn
the
you
quickest
twice
or
as
something,
bright
I
or
don't
whatever it is. Yeah. Dude, that fedora I'm wearing is fucking disgusting.
It's tartan.
I'm also not in Bali.
No, you're not.
I've got a seagull scarf on though because I'm a weapon. Dude, that... I can't get about hot Sebo. Shout out to Toby Brown there in the front there. Jack.
Sebo's like, it looks like he's had his lips done.
No, he's putting on a cool hot face. But Sebo used to be a fucking hot boy. I'm not saying he's not now, but like comparatively to that.
Well.
Look at his arms and shit.
I know. There's no shame in calling it as it is.
Listen, we all lose it. I think he'd be the first one. That head of hair he had was fucking ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Did you find those, Dave?
That wasn't me.
I
Tobler
found them on
got
your
them.
Facebook.
Oh, well done, Tobler. Well done.
Well done, buddy.
Well done. That's my fucking... That's going to almost be my background on my phone.
Have a go.
Do you remember the day well, Eddie?
Yeah, well enough.
Dude, look at
Well
you,
enough.
man. What a mad cunt. You get your hands out. Yeah, fucking out here, dude. Gabbering.
Yep. I'm in good nick, though.
Yeah, I'm in good nick, dude. That's like... Can you get back to that?
Nah.
You
I don't
can't?
think so. Nah, I don't
Look at
think
that.
so.
Six-pack
You had a
city.
6-pack.
There's a bit of a six-pack
You
there.
got that V going
You got a bit
on?
of fucking Usher muscles. What happened to you, dude? See, at least I don't have anything like that to look back on.
Life. Filled in, mate. Filled in a bit.
Well, you're a bit boyish there. You got the chest hair from hell, but like...
I'm boyish there.
But that's obviously a shaved chest
Obviously,
hair as well. You've
obviously,
shaved that down.
obviously.
You don't fucking rock up to DEF CON with a fucking doormat on you, do you?
Oh, that's been shaved within an inch of its life. Good memories. Good times.
Great times. So there's like a national uni games or some shit. I don't know where in the world. Like, I don't have the full back details, but apparently, like, the fucking head of Somalia
Oh, yeah.
just entered. It's like the 100-meter fucking final, Ed. And the head of Somalia just entered his niece, who has no fucking sprint training,
Yet what?
in the 100-meter final. President
shows untrained needs for university games.
Have a look at this.
In the middle here, in the blue.
What do you fucking reckon? We don't need the volume then if this is it. I'd like it if there was commentary. Somali Athletics Federation president picked his untrained niece for the 31st University World Games in China. And this is how it went, buddy.
Oh, great start. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Like, that is...
Wow.
You'd have to think... She's still running, I would assume. Still going. Can we cut back to Somalia? There
Oh, she's jogging.
She's jogging.
Oh, that's
a bit
impressive.
of a skip after.
Bit of a
She was
skip.
pretty happy with herself.
We love that from Somalia. Bit of nepotism.
Well,
eh?
yeah, just a bit.
Just a bit of
touch.
nepotism there,
Like,
mate.
I mean, nepotism in any sense is like, but like at least if you were going, maybe your relative is quick, they're maybe not the quickest, but this is like you've picked someone who is as unathletic as anyone has ever been.
Well, you've picked your niece. That's what you've done.
Yeah.
You picked your niece who wanted to go on an all-expenses trip to China.
Yeah. It's actually it seems it's a very corrupt government thing to do, and it's just like that probably says a lot about what you need to know.
I don't think I've never seen a bigger spread in a 100-meter final.
They've almost
100-meter
saying it was like the slowest.
Even
fucking-
the second slowest was pretty fucking slow.
Yeah, but that was the slowest time apparently ever for 100 meters in like a world uni games.
Slowest time of all time.
Yeah, which also doesn't shock me, right? Like it'd have to be. Who the fuck would be slower than that?
Well, that's
Unless
like
you
tripping
fell
over
over, yeah.
or done a hemi or something.
It does say that the claim that she was the niece of a Somalian athletics official has not been verified just yet, but the Somali Athletics Federation has announced an investigation. So still alleged at this point.
Right. Well, someone's fucking let her in.
Yeah.
Like, however it's happened, someone's let her in.
If she's the quickest in Somalia rather, big trouble.
Listen, if she's the quickest in Somalia, if she's the best option, I'll eat my own ass. I'll get the ribs removed and I'll eat it.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay. Couldn't be.
Of course she couldn't be. Of course she couldn't be.
Well, you never know.
No, I do know. I know that for a fact.
You can't be sure.
No, you can't. Look, I know you can. You can't say you never say never as Justin.
I'll tell you what else you can't be sure about.
What
is the Nick Kyrgios tweet true?
Yeah, this one's tough, dude. Because Dave? Why do you not think it's true? Well, let's get the tweet up first, so that people. So there was a tweet getting sent around that the Kings fucking accidentally tweeted from his burner. So it was from Nick. It's basically from Nick Kyrgios' account, and it's at Nick Kyrgios. You're the man. Don't trip and don't listen to the haters. We can't wait to see you back on top. 100 fire. Shout out to the fire emoji, by the way, which is really lame. I don't know if it's a burner or not. Dave doesn't think it's real.
Why not, though?
I don't think it's real. I haven't seen enough people posting about it.
There you
and
go. This
talking
is
more
fake.
about it.
Why
A lot
is
of
it
people
fake?
in the comments saying this is fake and like,
That guy's saying, no, it's not. I saw it myself.
yeah, but this is people saying I worked with his cousin in IT and he has the same name. I was there when he tweeted it. People being like, I
Okay,
was the
shit
tweet.
posting.
Yeah, and I think this account that posted this photo is a bit of a shit poster as well. So yeah, I'm not
internet.
convinced.
Go up. What does it say? What's his description?
Niche internet tennis micro acquaintance, news, memes, stats, opinions, and everything in between.
Okay.
I reckon the giveaway is on tweets now. It's got like the views or like impressions or something, and that's what's missing from
and
the
it's not
screenshot.
like this tweet looks like it should be a reply to another post, but the way it's shown here, it seems like it's a tweet on its own.
Yep. Okay.
So it's bullshit.
I'm prepared to go with bullshit then.
No, that's good. That's good Dioring, actually. That's good investigative work.
Investigative, yes. I've got a question here. Why is Jesus Christ is Lord trending in Australia? Like, I get why that to some people he is Lord. What's going on here? Is it a Jesus day today? Shout out to the Jesus guy who keeps fucking DMing us and asking us to fucking follow Christ and like start. He's like, we have a responsibility to start like telling everyone about Jesus.
Who said that?
Some cunt in the fucking DMs. He sends us messages all the time.
Is he legitimate?
Yeah, he's a long-winded Jesus guy.
And he wants us to start.
Pushing the good word of Christ.
Well, that's your job, mate.
Exactly right.
It's not my job. I'm not a disciple.
We're not hello Jesus.
No. The big fella, honestly, if the big fella tapped me on the shoulder and said, get out there and start preaching, I'd do it.
Yes.
But he hasn't come.
He hasn't at one point. So, like, you know, whatever your name is, just DMing us and saying, hey, you need to tell us about Jesus. I'm like, well,
no, I'm going to need God to
I'm going to
have a
need
word.
Jesus to have a word to me.
God, Jesus. Like, if they have a yarn with me, then I'm good to go.
Yeah. So
But I need that first.
it's the only way I'm doing it.
Come to me, mate. Come to me.
I'm happy to do it, but I'm going to need you to ask me first.
Yeah. Ask and you shall receive, God.
Yeah.
Very simple.
But not random Jesus.
him.
Not random
No,
Jesus.
no.
guy.
I need the big fella to come to me direct.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a yarn about some stuff. And then
It's funny. We don't get it all the time, but we do get it. Jesus pushes in the DMs. One guy sent us like his.
I respect the fact that they're having a crack.
They're all good, all good natured. Like no one's like you're fucking. But like one guy was trying to explain to us why Jesus was real. And again, if you believe it, shout out to you. No, whatever. But his proof was his own written words.
His proof that Jesus.
So he was like,
real was whose
read
written
this.
word.
So the guy, I'm like, listen, bro, like I don't, whatever. Like I need a bit. I personally don't just believe it. And then he's explaining to me, it was him writing out. He'd written out all the shit about why it was real. And I was like, I need proof. He's like, well, read this. I'm like, but you just wrote that. He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I don't know. Oh, well, you don't know how to.
As in, he wrote down things on paper
That he
and
thought,
took a photo.
and sent them through. I'm like, this is, I don't know. I can't. That's kind of difficult for me to argue
Yeah.
in that situation. Anyway, shout out to.
Well, for us at least. But again, happy to start preaching if the big fella
yeah,
comes
exactly
down.
right. Come and fucking tell us and we'll do it.
100%.
That's a promise, Jesus. We're making a promise to God.
Fucking oath, I make a promise to God. If he comes down as a yarn, then I'll
Bring, like, knock with your elbows, though. Bring a fucking couple of beers or something, or,
knock with your elbows.
knock with
Yeah.
your elbows. Bring some chicky tendies. Wouldn't go out of.
Hey, bring a bottle of tequila
some
and a
chicken
couple of
tenders.
boxes of chicken tenders and we can hash it out.
Dude, you know what? I reckon those chicken tenders would go fucking well with tequila. Like, I know we were sipping tequila back then, but I barely remember it. But like a sober,
It was pretty late. It was more of a water thing.
yeah.
It was more of
We're
a
at
water,
water
thing.
stages.
It was water
But
stages.
like chicken, those spicy chicken tenders.
It's spicy, dude. It's such spicy, delicious chicken. It really is. I can't believe. It's honestly changed my life knowing that they're just poached.
It's just poached chicken.
You know
And
what I
they're
mean?
more healthy for you, apparently,
And then
than
packets
packets
of
of chips.
What a revelation that is to know that chicken tenders are healthy.
Yeah, I needed that.
I needed
I
to
needed
hear
to
that.
know that.
Yeah, I needed to hear that, Tom.
Because I was like self-loathing every time I'd, cave and go and fucking eat like 30, 40 chicken tenders,
50,
what I mean?
60 tenders.
50, 60. But now I'm like, no, this is good for me. It's just poached in oil.
Which poached Latin for or French for bath in liquid. So they are poached, literally. So don't fucking come at
Yeah,
us.
so don't you fucking come at us, all you dietitians with your dietitian shit. What else is there going around? There's a couple of things knocking around, I thought.
Yeah, there was the Wallabies hat.
Oh, bro, yeah, I sent you this, right? You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it. You sent it to me last night. I just looked at it and I thought, I can't reply to this right now.
I don't care that you didn't reply. I'm just more talking about the hat.
The Wallabies
Donegal.
newsboy cap.
Again, like I
There's
want
there's clearly a directive from Phil Waugh to lean the fuck into this sort of shit.
But even I sent this to rugby fans and they're like, what the fuck? Like,
They didn't like it.
no. Shout out to Sherman, Jack McLennan, who I thought probably already owned one, maybe two. I was like, surely you got these already. He was like, they thought it was bullshit.
For the diehard Wallabies supporter, our new Donegal newsboy caps are your perfect match day wear to deck the stands in a sea of gold.
Get them. I need two of them.
Made from 90% wool, it sports a traditional peak style flat cap with sewn fastening.
Yeah.
Wear it proudly and show your support for the Australia in France 23.
Yep. We're getting them. We're going to get two of them. They're the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're awful.
They're disgusting.
Let's get them.
Let's get them.
Let's get them.
We'll get them.
We're getting them.
But so then they've got a flat cap, which is more rugby league. You know what I mean? Something to tuck your ears
Well,
into.
it's a snapback cap. What's that sticker on the top of it?
That's flat
like
cap
a-
shit,
yeah.
dude.
God. Oh. Wow.
Yeah, Oh, no, it's cool to have the sticker on the hat, so we'll put a sticker on there.
Do you remember when they used to give out like a different hat or something every time like a different touring nation came if you were like a Wallabies member or something? So like when South
Definitely
Africa came, they would give you like a safari hat, a Wallabies one. I've still got one and I've got like a French beret, but a Wallabies brand.
Oh, I think I thought they
Really?
were going to do berets for France. See, I get that. That's a bit funnier.
Yeah.
Like that's a bit like that's a specific thing, but like the fucking newspaper boy hat.
I can't
is-
wait to slip into my Donegal.
No, I can't wait to rock a Donny. Just around. Like it doesn't have to be the Wallabies.
No, I won't just wear it in the studio.
No.
I'll wear it like to the shops and shit.
Yeah.
I'll probably wear it out.
I think so. Maybe with some
I
like
got my 15-year anniversary, this 15-year
Reunion.
reunion this weekend. I would wear that if I had
if we
the
could
time.
get it to you. Scott's playing Kings.
What a great
I might
place
need
to
to
wear
nip
it.
down and try and.
You can nip down, man.
I'm just saying that I might come and watch. The boys get through their work.
No,
Are they
it's-
good?
Don't know. Not sure. I think Kings are good. I think someone told me that. Anyway, people go, stop talking to me in private school.
Boy, don't you fucking so low.
Stop it.
Mate.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, we are who we are. Can't help it. Sorry. Tell you what's fucking funny. Well, not funny, but did you see what Gus Gould said about Trell?
No.
He was just going it's funny. These journos go back at each other. Gus Gould and I saw Crawls. So Gus Gould at one point said something about, Trell hasn't done it in the finals. Even though he's won 2 premierships, he's won a World Cup, he's fucking won Origin Series. He hasn't done enough for Phil Gould to be like,
So the comps that he's won don't count.
well, because he wasn't doing it at fullback.
Do you want the quote that Gus said? He
It's
goes,
pretty fucking harsh.
he goes, put him on the big stage in front of 50,000 in a prelim final, and he hasn't done it yet. That's where he's got to do it. He still hasn't done that part yet, and he's got to do it.
Sure, okay.
So he hasn't been the man. That's what he means.
Yeah, right. I mean, no, sure. I just think it's a bit nitpicky. Like he's had a pretty fucking good career, and
He's got a
and
great
also
career.
he fucking dominated Will Chambers in a grand final, which not decided the game, but did decide. You know what I mean? Like fucking.
he's played good games in big games. If that makes sense.
Did
He's
they?
played well
So
in
who'd
big
they
games.
beat? They beat Storm and then who? Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah.
in the contentious one.
Yeah, contentious-ish. Like Raiders fans need to relax, but he fucking has done it. He's done it at Origin. He's won a World Cup. I was a bit like, Jesus Christ. But then,
why is Phil going hard in the paint?
well, I don't know. People are saying he's just trying to deflect from fucking. See, the thing is, he's a media guy, but he's also he's head of a club. So like, he's paid to have his opinion in the media, and then he pisses clubs off because it's like it's not just a media guy saying it; it's like a club boss saying it. So it's like a club boss shitting on other clubs.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
so Blake Solly, the South Sydney CEO, I think, or chairman or something, he said, to be honest, Phil Gould's criticism of other clubs is becoming tiresome. We will just get on with making the rest of the season as successful as it can be.
But if it's just Phil Gould, the fucking media guy,
but
then,
let's be. I mean, tiresome. Phil Gould is an ornament to the game, and he's always been of strong opinion.
Yes.
He's been in the media for a long time, as long as I can remember. Get on with it.
I think people are going like, hey, bruh, your dog's side a fucking toilet. So maybe like woo up on telling everyone else. Like, I think Kevy Walsh is even like, maybe have a look in your own backyard, cuz. I don't know if he said cuz or not. I think he did. But like, you know.
That sounds sort of on the money for the language he used.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, cuz, check it. Like, you know, look in your own backyard before you start talking
basically
about
what he said is check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Exactly. And then some people are like, oh, he's trying to deflect because the Bulldogs are shit. And like, you know, and then I think Cartwright was like, we turned the fucking Broncos got the spoon a couple of years ago and we've turned it around in 3 years. What's all this 5 to 7 year plan bullshit? Like, just make better signings. So everyone's sort of back and forthing. But then Crawley came out and he was like, yeah, Gus is just fucking trying to distract with it. Crawls came out the other day and said something, one of the most fucking unnecessary shots at Suoliti I've fucking heard, where he's like, Suoliti presented himself as this next generation wonder kid fucking dude, and he's been the most overhyped fucking, and I'm like, that cunt hasn't said a single word in his entire race. I don't even know what his voice sounds like.
Yeah.
You know who's hyped him up? The media's hyped him up. And all the clubs have, because they're all wanting to pay for him, and they're all wanting, like, he hasn't said a fucking thing. Now, sure, he hasn't been playing great. Neither are the Roosters. Neither's the fucking captain of the Australian side.
It's a great point you make. Like the other night, Dave did trivia and he showed us people's voices and you had to guess them. I wouldn't get Suoliti's.
I don't know what he sounds like.
I wouldn't get his voice. There's no way.
You can't talk about him being overhyped. I've never heard the cunt talk. But like that he's presenting himself that way.
And if he came out and started saying that he was the man of the hour,
or even he was just a bit arrogant.
I'm pretty sure you would have run that tape and ruined him for it.
But that's the thing. They build him up and then they just shit on him because he's not fucking Reece Walsh. Like, he's still 20 years old. Like, of course, he was hyped to fuck, but it was from the media. So, like, maybe you guys went a little hard. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah, maybe that's exactly.
And they're like, oh, rugby, you think you're going to fucking turn your fortunes around with this kid? He's fucking overhyped.
But
like,
also...
leave him alone.
But also,
leave him alone.
Also, though, he was great and playing great footy when he was on the wing. Now he's in a shit side that's not doing anything, struggling to buggery, to go forward, to score points, to do anything. Like, are you leveling the same criticism to everyone else in the Roosters side? He also
ripped in the World Cup when he was playing fullback for Samoa and they made the fucking final. Like, he's clearly good. The side is in his shit and he's getting moved around, wing, centre.
If he was at the Broncos, different story.
Yeah. He was a side that was fucking humming. And when the Roosters were good last year, like they were definitely better than they are, he was pulling off some wild shit. People were talking about him for Origin this year.
Well, the sort of stuff that gets you signed to the Wallabies for huge coins.
Exactly.
That sort of stuff.
Exactly. But it just felt like such an unnecessary drive-by.
Well, he wouldn't have made it if he wasn't going to Union. I can promise you.
No, yeah, maybe not.
It's just that bullshit code war crap.
Which I get as well, but I'm like...
Not from the journos, I don't.
No, I get it, but it's like sometimes...
Why?
The attack on like a kid who's just getting debag.
D-bag.
Like, why would you fucking...
Not teabag.
No, not teabag. D-bag, the-bag. I don't know, it was like... But then they're all like having... then he's having a crack at Phil Gould for shit he's saying about Latrell. It's like, can't you went after a 20-year-old who's fucking just having a... Like... And everyone's fair game, I get it, but it just sort of, to me, I was a bit out of the blue. I was like, why are we going back to Suoliti right now? Like, why are we shitting on him again? I know the Roosters aren't good, but, like, there are so many reasons the Roosters aren't good. I don't think it's their centre.
It's not. It's absolutely not.
Anyway,
There you go.
there you go.
Rant over?
I think so. Probably. Felt good. We are going to do bloke in a bar, though. I might bring it up again
Bring it up again.
so people can hear the message twice.
Well, just if you want to get it off your chest again.
Yeah.
Is that us?
I think it's us, punters and dribblers. We've got the old Hacker Major tomorrow. Very excited, breaking the yips. We'll see.
I fully expect Tom and I to win.
Yeah,
now that we've shed dead weight,
Yes.
as it were.
Yeah. We've shed our dead weight. Tobler's gone. And we've brought in Josh.
Who can get onto him?
He can get onto him. Bill's playing again. Bill used to have a handicap of 9.
Bill can get onto him
Bill
too.
can get onto him.
If you and I get onto him,
Yeah.
which we have a propensity to do,
we haven't played in a Hacker Major with Scotty Camerons.
it's a great point.
You know what I mean? This is a different beast.
And we rise to the occasion.
We do. Yeah, we do.
So
You're underestimating a man with nothing to lose. Is all I'll say.
You also got no skill though. so that's the
listen.
only-
But it's fine,
That
like-
saying doesn't apply to you because you can't hit the ball.
It doesn't matter.
Like if my missus said, "Well, I've got nothing to lose," she's not going to go out and then win.
No.
I don't need to hit the ball. I only need to hit it 3 times, really. But if
Right.
we lose, like
Have you brought in
there's
guys
no
with, like,
expectations.
really low handicaps?
No, I don't know anyone with low handicaps.
Who have you brought in?
Couple of blokes.
You've got Willie Burns. He can
Got
get
Willie
onto him.
Burns. Got
He
my
can get onto him. He's
cousin,
a big,
who's a
strong
local
boy.
at Marrickville, and a mate who.
You think a guy you met at Marrickville?
His
No,
cousin.
my cousin who is a local at Marrickville,
Oh, okay.
and then my mate who can get onto him slightly. But we'll see. Like
guess
if we
you're-
lose,
so
so
you're-
what? The
yeah.
rejects coming last. Oh yeah, who didn't see that coming? But if we win,
Which you won't.
Should we make a friendly wager between
That
friends?
we beat you? Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
definitely. What do you want it to be, Tobler?
Yeah,
$100 that we finish higher than you.
100.
100.
Sure.
Done.
All right. See you
sweet, that's
later.
us. Ciao.
Like.
Could you two just not talk anymore?